welcome to a new Pokemon video, and we're going to look today at the 242 Pokemon which are released in Pokemon Legends Arceus. And yes, I did thought there would be more Pokemon, but we have to do it with 242 Pokemon, and there are some interesting ones, but also what I was afraid of, there are also a lot of Pokemon of the newer generations missing, which is kind of a shame, because I actually was kind of hoping that these would be in the game. But anyway, let's look at the list through the Pokemon who are in the game. Of course Rowlet, but we saw that in the trailer, and then Darktrick, so the second evolution is normal, but then it will become in Decidueye Crash Fighting, so in Arceus Decidueye. Actually, of course the official name is Hisuian, but I can't pronounce that, so I will keep going with Arceus all the time. Then we have Cyndaquil. Actually, I think this Decidueye is really cool, the Arceus one. But of course, then you also have Cyndaquil, Cleava, and Typhlosion. And Typhlosion is kind of Typhlosion is not my kind of thing. So Cyndaquil was already my least favorite of all of these three. So yeah, now I know what the second last evolution. I definitely will not pick that one. And then we have Oshawott, Dewott, and Samawott. Samawott is actually pretty cool too, although not a lot has changed in the Arceus Samawott form. It only has a different color on the top of his head, and it has become dark type now. But other than that, it is practically the same Samawott. So I think I haven't played the game yet, but I think I will go definitely for Rowlet. Then we have Bidoof, Bibaro, Staravia, Staraptor, so all the basic Gen 4 Pokemon, because it takes place in the old Sinnoh region, so it's kind of makes sense. These are here: Sinks, Luxio, Luxray, Wurmple, Silcoon, Beautifly, Cascoon, Dustox, Ponyta, Rapidash. They are also kind of found in the tall grass in the Sinnoh region. We have Eevee, and then all its evolutions: Vaporeon, Sylveon, Flareon, Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon. It's actually, I think, the only Sylveon is actually I think the only non-gen the only Pokemon which is not from the first four generations, which is normally in the game because all the other forms I have seen so far, because I did look at the list before, do have some Hisuian forms and some of Arceus forms at some points. Then we have Zubat, Golbat, Crobat. No, I just confirm. I wanted to say something, but it's not really really what I wanted to say in the end, so I'm not going to say it at all. We have Drifloon, Drifblim, Kricketot, Kricketune, so the usual Gen 4 Pokemon again: User, Floatzel, Burmy, Wormadam, Motip. I think we have all the Burmy forms, because it doesn't confirm here, but I think we have all the Burmy forms. We have Geodude, Graveler, Golem, Stantler, and then Weirlear, so the evolution of Stantler. So Weirlear, a new Pokemon in the game, of course, but Weirlear we already know because it was confirmed. Munchlax, Snorlax, Parasect, Pikachu, but we didn't know that Pikachu was in the game already because we saw it in the trailer. Raichu, Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam, Shimshar, Monferno, and Infernape. So actually, other than the usual starter, also all the Gen 4 starters are in the game. And I think you can just find them in the wild, so if you are interested in looking for one of these, go for it. And then we have Buneary, Lopunny, Cherubi, Sharon, Psyduck, Golduck, Combi, Vespiquen, Scyther, Cleaver, but we also saw Cleaver in the trailer, Scizor, Heracross, Mime Jr., Mr. Mime, Apom, Ambipom, Magikarp, Gyarados, Shellos, Gastrodon. Yeah, I'm going to do this quite quick because these are because most of the Pokemon, yeah, were kind of, yeah, well, maybe no, yeah, were kind of, a lot of these Pokemon were kind of respected, but now we're going to the Arceus Quidditch form, and I like this one, but to be honest, I think the Arceus Overpower form is a bit much, but I like the first evolution, the Quillfish, and so, but yeah, I think this one, because it was within so, and yeah, my first opinion, of course I can, my opinion can change on that, but uh, my first thought is a little bit much. But then we also have Happiny, Chansey, Blissey, Tudor for Rosaria Rosevich, also not kind, and also no surprise, Carnivine, Petilil, Lilligant. And I think Lilligant is also an Arceus form, because Petilil is not really a Pokemon which I did expect to see, because it is not in the first and fourth generation, but I think Lilligant is actually also an Arceus form, but I'm not quite sure on that, because I never used Petilil or Lilligant in playthroughs, to be fair. But then we also have Tangela, Tangrowth, Barbosh, Whiscash, Boshong, Toxicroak, Walls, Curly and Gardevoir, Galate, Yama, Yamega, Hippotas, Hippowdon, Parshwichu, Stonky, Scontact, Tedwersa, Ursaring, and this one is actually interesting. So Ursaring looks to have a new evolution, Ursaluna, which actually looks kind of cool. I'm not going to lie, it actually looks kind of cool. And then here again, we have Arceus forms. I don't think Kumi is normal. Yeah, I think Kumi is normal, but we also have Sligo and Godwa. And to be fair, they kind of look more like, it was one of the Pokemon which I said that I wanted to see in the game, but I think they did even better, because they look more dragon-like, and they kind of look like ancient dragons, if I'm completely honest. So I don't know how something is supposed to look like an ancient dragon, but for me this works. So I really like this line. I think I like them more than usual, than they did look usual. But then we have no surprises here. Onyx, Steelix, Rhyhorn, Rhydon, Rhyperior, Bonsly, Sudowoodo, Lickitung, Licky, Togepi, Togetic, Togekiss, and then een andere zijn voorstander natuurlijk, Cortal, Torterra, Porygon, Porygon 2, Porygon Z, Scarcely, Haunter, Gengar, Spiritomb, Murkrow, Honeycrow, Unknown is maybe some kind of surprising Pokemon, because I don't know if it is in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I can't remember, but then Unknown of course is also really rare, so it could be, but it was, well, they said that Unknown is actually an ancient Pokemon, so it kind of makes sense that these were here. Which I'm kind of missing, I have the idea, are the fossil Pokemon. Because I don't think I've seen fossil Pokemon yet. But maybe I just overlook at that, but I don't think we saw fossil Pokemon yet. But then we have also Celia, Walrein, Remoraid, Octarius, Coropi, Trapion. Of course his Arceus card was confirmed. But here we have the evolution of Arceus Arcanine. Now to be fair, it looks better than Quarret, if I'm completely fair. I actually think I like the Arcanine form, but the Quarret form, maybe a little less, but it has kind of, but now seeing it is how it evolves, I think kind of makes sense. So actually, it is starting to grow on me, if I'm honest. But we also have Gleamio, Ugly, Machoke, Machamp, Shattered, Duskull, Dusclops, Dusknoir, and then Piplup, but we saw Piplup in the trailer, because so Piplup was not a surprise, the other surprise, so I don't know if the other two starters were a surprise at all, because we also already saw Piplup in the trailer. So Piplup, Polion, Mantique, Mantine. Okay, I think it is just a weird photo, because it didn't look like a normal Mantine, but if I see the type Water Flying, I think it is a normal one. Then we have Basculin, and it finally gets an evolution of Basculivian, so I think Basculin really needed that, and Basculin looks really cool, but we saw that in the trailer as well. Vulpix, Ninetales, Tentacool, Finium, Nomion, Magby, Magbar, Magmortar, Magnemite, Magneton, Magnezone, Bronzor, Elekid, Electabuzz, Electivire, Glygar, Gliscor, Gible, Gabai, Carshot, but since these are the Gen 4 shooter legendary, it's also not really a surprise. Then we have no Spasm Pass, then we have Arceus Voltorb, but we saw that in the trailer, and it does have an evolved form of Arceus Electrode. We didn't see the Electrode, but many people already guessed it, so I don't think that it's really a surprise, to be honest. Then we have Rotom, Chingling, Chimecho, Misdreavus, Mismagius, Clefairy, Clefairy, Arceus Sneasel, and then Arceus Sneasler. But we also have Weavile, so I'm kind of surprised how that will work. If there is a way to evolve your Sneasel into a Weavile, or maybe even there's maybe even a normal Sneasel in the game. Maybe there are both forms of Sneasel are in the game. So this site doesn't really confirm that. But then we also have Snorunt, Glalie, Froshlass, Gyarados, Rampardos, and I hope this one, this is all the first fossil Pokemon I see, but actually all of the fossil Pokemon could have been in the game, because this game takes place that many times back, so I kind of ashamed that we only see these ones so far I know. So Gyarados, Rampardos, Shield, and Basticon, they are good Pokemon, don't get me wrong, but I think it would be. I would have liked to see all of the fossil Pokemon in the wild in Arceus, and it doesn't seem like we have that. Or maybe we will get a DLC at some point, but we kind of don't want too much DLCs anymore. But anyway, let's go to continue. We have Swinub, Piloswine, Mamoswine, Darkmice, and then an Arceus Avalok. So another Pokemon is not from the 4th generation, so it does have an Arceus form, and yeah, I'm kind of disappointed of that. So of that, but of course, Game Freak didn't really announce any Pokemon from the past 4 generations. So maybe that also says that the Pokemon after the 4th generations aren't really that popular. So I could be wrong, because I thought they were, especially Gen 5, they were popular. But the Pokemon Freak doesn't use them, so I'm kind of doubted if Pokemon after Gen 4 are still really popular. But they have some have some new Arceus forms, and I know Avalok wasn't really a Pokemon which people liked, but yeah, this thing here looks kind of weird, so I think I prefer actually the normal Avalok. But anyways, when you have Snover, Abominous Snow, these Pokemon actually do look really cool, but we saw them in the trailer, Soria and Soriok. We have Warflood, Priveria, but we saw Priveria in the trailer. We didn't know that it was going to be a Psychic type, but still really cool. We have of course Riolo and Lucario. Then we have the legendary trio which no one likes, Oxy, Miscrit, and his health. And then we have Heatran, Betsy Gigas, Cresselia, and then I was surprised to see these 3, because they have never been popular, but so Tornadus, Tumulus, and Landorus. But I think they have something to do with this new Pokemon, Innumerous. So here, Innumerous, and even though I don't like these 3 at all, I kind of think my kind of first impression of Innumerous is actually kind of good, because I don't know, it doesn't, it is still a human-like Pokemon, but it doesn't look that human-like than the other ones. And there is the snake, you can't really see that, but yeah, this kind of reminds me of Cleopatra, and Cleopatra of course lived in the ancient. So I think this is from the Pokemon Company and Game Freak. I think this was a step in the right direction. I didn't really want the first 3, but anyway we have them, so let's see how that works. But anyway, I like my first impression of Innumerous is actually kind of like it, if that makes sense. Maybe I'm the only one, but still. But then we have Dialga, so the Gen 4 legendaries, but we already have that on the Pokemon Point in Time, so no surprises here. Palkia, Giratina, Arceus, who is surprisingly not the last Pokemon in the Pokédex, because it is 208, even though it is Pokemon Legends Arceus. Then we have these two clones, Fiona and Manaphy. Yeah, well, one of the two is better, people say, so I guess that is right. Then we have Shaman. Shaman, of course, is cute, but also Gen 4 Pokemon. And we have Darkrai. Yeah, if you see how that all the legendaries are from Gen 4, yeah, not really a surprise, but yeah, I don't know if we needed legendaries from other generations. But our Pokemon, it's good to have easily be in this game from the Gen 5 and further, which kind of look Asians, and also the fossil Pokemon which are missing. So to be honest, that was kind of disappointing. It's kind of disappointing because I don't think there are that many Pokemon in the national decks. Because if we see here, then we have in a Pokemon Pearl Diamond and Shining Pearl, and then of course, and exclude all of the Pokemon, exclude all the Pokemon which you can port in from other games. So I don't know how many Pokemon Pearl Diamond and Shining Pearl has, but I don't think it will be I don't think Pokemon Legends Arceus has that many more Pokemon. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you watched this list, and you didn't want, so if you want to see the Pokemon, didn't want to see the game just yet, if you don't have the game yet. But anyway, yeah. My thoughts, well, of course, I'm still very curious because I haven't seen the game other than the trailer just yet. So I'm still very curious about the game, but I think the Pokemon could have been better, but yeah, I'm expecting some kind of DLC unfortunately. But anyway, this was my video for today, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. So for now, goodbye.